What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chef Jeffrey's Kitchen. My name is Jeff Packman, and I'm here to talk about weight loss versus fat loss. And more importantly, how to lose fat without losing muscle. Because I feel like so many people mess this up. So I'm going to give you guys some quick and helpful tips. Hopefully this helps you guys on your journey. If you could do me a huge favor and smash the like button down below. And if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, because I am trying to get more consistent and just release videos for you guys on a weekly basis. I also have recipes on my channel. I'll leave a couple cards up top. You guys can go check out my recipes. I think they're pretty freaking amazing. All right, let's get into it. So, if we're focusing on weight loss, what tends to happen is a huge loss of muscle, restrictive fat diets, and so this is what most people focus on with weight loss and the mistakes that they make, which is usually causing them to not be sustainable and usually causing them to fail in the long run. So the first thing on my list here is a carrot. Now the carrot represents low calories, eating like a bird, really restrictive calorie diets like 1,200 or even less than that, because you're trying to get the weight off as fast as possible. Not only is this unsustainable, but it leads to binging. So if you're doing this, please stop doing it, because chances are you're actually hurting yourself in the long run. Monday through Friday, you're trying to stick to 1,200 calorie days, and then the weekends, you are so restricted and you're so tired of, your body is so tired of trying to use these little amount of calories that you end up going on these huge binges, and it usually leads to you being really frustrated when you weigh in on Monday and not seeing the results that you want to see. Next on the list is a little bicycle. This relates to people just relying way too much on doing cardiovascular exercise, doing too much cardio, not enough strength training. They think that, oh, if I burn 600 calories on the treadmill, this means that I'm burning 600 calories off of my daily total. This means that I'm burning my dinner away. And it doesn't exactly work like that, because the more cardio you do, the more efficient your body becomes at burning calories, which means that your body is going to adapt quicker to lower calories. So strength training is actually what you want to do there, and I'll talk about that in a second over here. But over relying on cardio is not generally a good idea. You should be doing a bare minimum of like 150 minutes of cardio per week, but it's totally not necessary as long as you're getting enough steps. Next on the list, we have a jug of MCT oil. This is kind of a joke, but what this represents is fad diets, crash diets, detoxes, cleanses, magic supplements that people use rather than just sticking to the basics, a calorie deficit, eating enough protein, the things that I'm going to talk about over here, right? And while they may work in the short term, what they lead to is a short-term mentality, and people usually end up gaining more weight back than they originally lost in the beginning, which can lead people yo-yo dieting for years and years and years. Next on the list over here, we have a jar of Jif peanut butter, and this was a joke because on the list here is just not eating enough protein. You're not prioritizing protein. Peanut butter is a terrible source of protein, by the way, but you're just not prioritizing protein in your diet because it can help you stay full, it can help you recover from your workouts, and it's just so good for helping you curb your cravings. Low-calorie diets, relying too much on cardio, using detoxes, cleanses, magic fat-burning supplements that they see online, and then not getting in enough protein. Now, if you want to lose body fat, here are the things that I recommend you start doing on a daily basis. First thing is a little calculator. And this calculator is to represent my free calorie calculator. You guys can go check it out down below. This will put you on my email list, and you guys will get notified when I release new videos or articles that may help you on your fat loss journey. But what the calculator really represents is a sustainable calorie deficit, because that's what the calorie calculators are going to give you. Now, note here, not all calorie calculators are going to get you right where you need to be. They're not perfect. They're literally just estimates. So don't take them as the gospel. Some people are going to have different maintenance levels. Some people are going to have different calorie deficit levels, but it's a good starting place, and you can gauge your progress using a scale, using a tape measure, and using progress photos as well to make sure that you're actually in a calorie deficit. Now, you need to be patient. You need to make sure that you're waiting at least 4 weeks before at least 2 to 4 weeks before you actually start to tell whether your calorie deficit is working for you. So don't drop calories too quickly. Next on the list is a barbell, because you should be strength training 2 to 4 times per week. Now, within that protocol, or within that section of strength training, I want to go into this a little bit. You should be strength training with a good training program. A lot of people go into the gym, they have no idea what they're doing in there, and they just lift weights until they feel a burn, and then they go home, right? You're not going to see results like this. You want to be training 2 to 4 reps within failure. So what does that mean? It means that failure is absolute failure. So if I'm doing a bicep curl, this means that on my last rep, I am absolutely can't even get the weight up. That would be failure. What you want to do is be training 2 to 4 reps within failure, or 1 to 4 reps within failure. And so this means that on the last rep, I know that on the next one, I'm going to not be able to lift it up. So on the last one, I'm really struggling to get that weight up. That would be probably 1 to 2 reps within failure. And this will help you adapt from week to week and use progressive overload. Progressive overload is pretty much increasing the sets, reps, the weight that you're using, the time under tension, however you can make it more challenging for yourself week to week to week to keep yourself from adapting to the training stimulus. So you want to make sure that you're progressing in some way. This is progressive overload. This is also why you should be tracking your workouts, writing them down or tracking them in an app, and making sure that you are keeping track of your workouts, the weight that you used, how many reps you did, how hard it was. All of this is going to help keep you from adapting and help you keep making strength gains and keep building muscle even while in a calorie deficit. So definitely recommend you get into the gym and start strength training. Next is a little chicken drumstick here, because I recommend you eat high protein diet. Now, within the parameters of a high protein diet, people are always like, how many grams of protein do I need, Jeff? Because this person says I need a gram per pound of body weight. This person says I need a gram per pound of goal body weight. This person says, protein's bad for my kidneys, so what should I do? There's a lot of confusion around protein. A general rule of thumb is I like to use 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. Now this keeps it nice and simple, so that way you're not eating too much or too little, but you're eating enough to maintain your strength gains, to maintain your muscle while you cut, to help keep you full in a calorie deficit, and to keep cravings at bay, because there's actually new research that came out that shows that protein actually helps people with their cravings. So make sure you're getting in enough protein. And peanut butter is not a good source of protein. Next on the list, I put 80-20. Now this is probably one of the most important things in this video. When people are trying to lose fat, they're trying to eat carrots and salad and lettuce, and they really neglect all of the foods that they love. Maybe you love having a burger a couple times per week. With the 80-20 approach, you now can include a burger. What this means is 80% of your foods should come from whole, minimally processed foods such as lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables. Yes, fruits. Fruits do not make you fat, by the way. Lean proteins, fruits, and vegetables. And then 20% of your diet can come from things you enjoy, like pizza, tacos, cake, cookies, even a burger, even French fries. Yes, you can fit them into your weekly total. You can fit them into your calories. They just shouldn't make up the bulk of your diet. They should make up the minority of your diet, the 20%. So this helps us develop a healthier relationship with food, and it helps us lose fat in a sustainable way, and it helps us not feel like we're on a quote-unquote diet, because it shouldn't feel like you're on a diet. It should just feel like you're eating how you want to eat, and it makes you feel good, it makes you look good, and you just are happy with the results that you're getting, and it doesn't feel too restrictive. Next on the list is a little man walking here. There's the sun. So you should be walking. Walking is the most underrated exercise for fat loss. You should absolutely 110% get out into the sun. If you have access to the sun year round, you should be getting into the sun and walking as much as possible. 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day is what I recommend. But if you can't get out into the sun that much, if you can't get outside that much, do what you can. Do a sustainable amount of walking each and every single day, and it's going to help you burn more calories. It's going to help you get into the sun. It's going to help with mental health. It's going to help you lose fat, And it's also the easiest form of cardio to recover from. So it's not going to interfere with your strength training and getting results there. You're going to be able to lose fat, build muscle, develop a healthier relationship with food, and lose fat in the easiest, most sustainable way possible. So again, guys, if this video was helpful for you, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful. Please smash the like button down below and leave me a comment and let me know which tip on here was the most helpful for you. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.